Okay, so these are the finished products. They go together.
Comment below whose looks better. JK.
Already, you know it. Top everything, you know it. King already, you know it. My body soul got a king body. Body gon' shine, bling bling body. Calling all the shots, ring body.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tashana. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are not, welcome back. For the persons who have been here before, as you can see, we are outside, or I am outside, but I'm going to be joined by Dave because in today's video we're going to be doing a little arts and crafts session. Today is election day here, and so it's a little bit tense, and because we don't want to be feeling the tension, we decided on doing an activity that's a little bit more peaceful, a little bit more calming. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to also be having some wine just to relax, and so it's going to be pretty much a little sip and paint session at home. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So we're going to be getting the instructions from a YouTube video so we can follow along, because neither of us are any kind of professional painters or anything like that. So we're going to be getting the instructions off YouTube, and then we're just going to be following along. He found a pretty nice looking painting that we're going to try to replicate today, and so that's what we're going to be doing today. If you are interested in seeing that, continue watching the video. So Dave is here, and we're going to just be unboxing the stuff and setting up our station. And guys, this is the box. So we have the canvas, the paint brushes, the paint, and the stand for the canvas. Everything is inside. Yeah, so we're going to be unboxing and then setting up the station and then beginning. All right guys, so we are here, everything is set up. We're going to be pouring our paint out, and we're going to put the video on. We're going to show you the video and the link that we're following, so if you guys decide to do it at home, you can go ahead and do that. So guys, this is the link. This is the video that we're going to be following along to, and I can also put it in the description. I'm going to put it in the description if you guys want to go ahead and do it at home. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that for you guys. Alright, so we forgot to buy the painter's tape, so we're just going to be using regular Scotch tape because that's what we have. We're going to see with you guys if it works out, but if you're going to do this, remember the tape. So hopefully it works out. If it doesn't, well, whatever, but we're going to try. All right, so
3/4 inch wash brush and number 4 round brush and the following colors. You'll need phthalo blue, titanium white, Mars black, diaxazine purple, and aqua green.
Yep.
I also emphasize the two things
okay, let's
that
go.
we need to do is define our
This
horizon.
one with that one.
And to do that, we're going to use painter's tape.
Okay guys, so we are starting off with the sky, and for this part you're going to need the blue, purple, and white. I also went ahead guys and used my paintbrush as a marker or as a measuring tool, because we're both using two different size paintbrush, just to make sure that when they are put together they match up, that his blue doesn't go too far down or mine is too far up or anything. So I just went ahead and did that. Hi guys, so we had to move from outside. We had to come back inside because we did not plan out the timing very well. It's now daylight savings, yeah, and the night comes quicker than we are used to it. Still not in the groove of things yet, so we started around 2 or 3, and it got dark very quickly. So we're now inside. It's no big deal, just letting you guys know that we're now inside. So yeah, we're gonna continue now.
Keep painting down. So the idea here is to get that blue to paint with, to blend with the purple.
Here I did the same thing again, but this time, just to make sure that we stop at the same place, I did a marker. So you want to go ahead and do that, just so when they come together, they are matching. Here I noticed that my blue had a little harsh line between the purple, and I wanted to make sure it was blended properly, so I just wet my brush and went back in with a little bit more of the purple and just like faded it into the blue.
Be tight in that area because we don't want it to seep under the tape line. Okay, so we have a very light purple at this point, and it's okay if it looks a little streaky. It doesn't have to be blended all the way. Again, if you keep painting over it, it's all going to turn into the same color, so you don't want to over blend it, but you want to just blend it enough so that it looks like it's blending in. And then you can go back and load your color in the purple and the blue to do some touch-ups in there, but again, don't over blend it. We don't want it to all turn into the same color. We want it to look like it's blue, blended to purple, blended to a light purple.
Now I'm just going to be starting on the sides with the excess paint that I have left on my plate, while Dave finishes up with his. Okay guys, so now we're starting on the water and we're using this turquoise color that actually did not come in our paint set. So we went ahead and mixed a light blue with a light green and some white, and we got this nice turquoise looking color that she used in hers. So if you don't have a turquoise in your paint set, you can go ahead and mix and match until you get to a color that is similar to hers.
Portion of water to paint just right so that when you tap it, 3/4 flat brush.
Okay guys, so we're going to be making the stars in the sky for this part, and this part I actually was looking forward to. So what you do is you get the paint on your fingers and you place it onto the brush, then get some water on your fingers and then mix that paint in so it's a little bit nice and runny, not too runny. Tap your paintbrushes together and it's going to create some splatters onto your canvas, and they're all going to be different sizes, and that's how you create the stars in your sky. Okay guys, so now we're adding in our half moon on each of the canvas. So we're putting the canvases together and creating a circle in the middle. So we each have a half moon on each of our canvases.
Add a little bit of blue in there as well. So I have blue, white, and purple on my brush now. And we're trying to do the shading in the moon. I'm just gonna do little cross-hatching strokes. Sometimes I call them X strokes, where you're just painting like crisscross almost. And this bottom of the moon is this sort of purple-blue combo, but it's relatively close to the same color that's in the sky. You can see our skies are different on both of the paintings, but the shade of the purple blue is pretty close to that color in the sky. And I'm just gonna kind of paint upwards. So the moon is brightest on the top and it gets kind of faded to purple blue on the bottom. Texture looking thing. I'm just painting like cross hatching strokes. So just painting short strokes that are going sort of all different directions so that the colors blend together to create this moon. And then I can go up and add some more white on the top. And that's important too. So you're doing the crisscrossing in the middle of the moon. But when you get to the edge, you want to really outline that edge. We don't want to do crisscrossing on the edge because then our moon will lose its white.
Okay guys, for this next step, we're putting in a heart constellation in the sky. You literally just dot a heart shape in and trace it around with your white, and that's pretty much it. It was pretty simple.
Some of them are for
Okay guys, so that the trees don't look like they're just floating on the water, she recommended underneath the trees and between the horizon line we draw a line with our black paint. So that's what I did right there. Really liked how Dave's heart turned out. It looks so cute. Okay, so I just went back in and did some touch-ups. The next thing that we're going to do is to make the trees look as if they're having a reflection in the water, and then how you do that is you just do some squiggly lines underneath, like really thin lines underneath the trees, not too long, so they look as if they're having a reflection in the water. Okay guys, and the last thing that we're doing here is we're putting our paintings together again, and we're going to draw a heart in the middle of the paintings where they touch, so it looks as if there's a heart reflection in the water. And so we're each gonna have half of a heart on each of our paintings, and we're just going to fill them in with some white strokes just so they look as if they're reflecting in the water. And then we're also going to add some white strokes in the water as well, and that's the last thing that we're going to be doing. Guys, so these are the finished products. They go together.
Comment below whose looks better. JK. It's hers.
So I like his heart better than mine, and I like his trees better than mine. I think overall my sky is better, my blue and green gradient is better, but and my moon is actually,
moon looks good together.
Yeah, it looks good together, but I think my moon is very much
I
rounder.
wish our heart was
his.
a little lower down so we could see it more. Mine's a little here. They're
Gotcha.
caught up in my reflection, you know?
But yeah, guys, it was very fun to do the.
Pretty easy, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty easy and very fun to do, and yeah, I enjoyed
I
it.
feel like I could paint this same painting like 3 more times, and it would be
Yeah.
different every time.
It was
Yeah,
very
so,
enjoyable to do. So if you guys want to do it, you can go ahead and try it on your own. But so far, this is what we have, and yeah, we're gonna probably hang them somewhere in the house.
It looks really good together. Look at it there.
Yeah, it looks very beautiful.